Welcome to the LightKey training. In this video, we're going to be going over how to navigate through the windows in LightKey and what they do. When you first open up LightKey or open up a project, this is the window that that's going to pop up. This is the DMX output window. Right now, it says that there's no USB interfaces that were found. That's because I have nothing plugged into the computer as of yet. The cool thing about LightKey is that it allows you to work offline. So you're able to do everything. You're able to route your fixtures, address them, you can do designs, you can do your presets, you can create your whole service order through it, everything offline. And then when you plug in your DMX interface into your computer, given that all the fixtures are addressed the same, it would work perfectly fine. So for our training purposes, what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue on with offline mode because there's no output, and we're gonna click on next. This is our fixture patching screen, or where we're gonna actually be routing our lights. The way that we do this is in the back of each light there is several buttons. You're gonna find a menu button, an up and down button, an enter button. All right, that's sort of like the generic of it. Depending on the fixtures, it might be located in the back of it, or it might be located on the side. Now, these little buttons are going to allow you to go into the setting of the fixture and be able to address it and find which channel mode you want it to work on. All right, so for our purposes, we're going to be working with American DJ's megahex bars. So the way that we set this up is that we're going to click the library here on the top where it says search fixture library. We're going to put hex bar and see what pops up. All right, so we got American DJ, but we're going to click on megahex bars. All we're going to do is going to click and drag the profile to the addresses here. All right, so this particular fixture runs in different channels, right? But I'm going to run it in 6-channel mode. So when I go into the light settings, I'm going to make sure I press address on the number 1 and then the channel to be 6. So channel 6 and then address number 1. Because I'm going to be running 4 of these and I want to be able to have total control over them, I'm going to patch them in different addresses. All right, so the first one I'm going to start on number 1, the second one I'm going to start on number 7, the third one started on number 13, and the last one on number 19. The reason I'm doing this is because that way I can have total control over them. They cannot be overlapping on channels. It actually won't even allow you to do that. But if I had them in one, like if I put all of them on address number 1, they're all going to change the same. They're all going to change the same colors. They're going to all do the same thing. The dimmers, the motions, everything's going to be the same. But if I put them separately like I've done here, I have total control over them. We're going to see how that plays later on in our designed window and our preset window, okay? All right, so let's keep going. So we're going to click on patch. I'm going to click on the next button. Now this is our preview window, or also our visualizer window. This allows us to put the fixtures wherever we want to and add images. So the cool thing about LightKey is that you have the ability to take a picture, let's say, of your venue or of the sanctuary, and be able to upload it into the program. That way you'll be able to see how the lights are gonna look like, how they're gonna move, so on and so forth. For our purposes, we're gonna just add a light tree. Just click drag. So now this is the window where you can also select your beam direction. So you can click on your lights and then click on beam direction. I'm gonna have the beams actually face downwards. And click OK. Next. You can group fixtures as well. If you want to do that, you just right click and then hit the group button and it'll put them all together, but I'm not going to do that for now. I'm going to just go to the next window. And now we are on our design window. This is the window where when we select our fixtures, we're able to modify them. You can change the colors, you can change the dimmer, you can add effects, so on and so forth. Okay, so the way that we change the color is that you select the fixture and then you just click on the color wheel, wherever color you want, and that's about it, right? So now you can make it brighter or just dim it down if you want to. That's your dimmer. If you click on either this arrow here on the right side or the arrow on the right side of color, it will bring you to either the color effect or the dimmer effect. Either or will get you to the effect window, all right? The effect window, this is where you can have your dimmer effects, your color effects. If you have moving heads, this, you can find your positioned effects, your zoom, and your iris if your fixture has that function. This is where you can play around with that. Okay, to get out of this window, just hit the escape button. So now let's get to designing presets. Let's make presets, okay? So this is really simple. All I do is change the color. Let's say I want it blue. So I'm gonna click here on blue. On the top right hand corner of your screen, you're gonna see a plus sign. All you have to do is click that plus sign and your preset is done. That's how simple this is, okay? So now we have a dark blue preset. Let's make another one. Let's do sure that they're selected. All right, let's make sure your dimmer's up. I'm gonna make the next preset red. All we have to do, select the color, click the plus sign on the top right hand corner. There we go, we got red. Now, because we had patched these fixtures in a way that we can change individual colors, we can do that. All right, so the way that we do that is we click on, let's say P1, make sure the dimmer's up. Let's say I want to make that pink. Let's say the number 2, I want to make it yellow. Let's say number 3, I want to make that aqua. And number 4, I want to make it white. That's it. I click on plus. It says 100%, but we're going to change it. The cool thing, you can also rename it. So I'm going to change it to pink, yellow, aqua, white. Enter. Nice. So we already have our presets. Now let's do our service order. Let's say, for example, I want to have song 1 be dark blue. All I have to do is click on our preset where it says dark blue. I'm gonna click and drag to the bottom. And now we are in our live window. We're gonna right click, rename. I'm gonna put this as song number 1. Click, hit enter, and let's do number 2. Red is gonna be song number 2. Rename, enter. Pink, yellow, aqua, white. Put it as song number 3. Rename. Hit enter. This is important because if you don't hit enter, it's going to default back to the original name, okay? So we're done here with song 1, song 2, song 3. So we're done with our light triggers. You're gonna click where it says done, and you're ready to go. All right, so we start off the service. Song 1, we got our dark blue. We're ready to transition to our next song. All you have to do is click on song number 2. Ready. Let's say song number 3 is coming around. We're gonna go into song number 3. We're gonna click on song number 3, and we have our multicolored lights. So this is basically the overview of what LightKey can do, and we're gonna go into different features of it in our next video.